Hi guys, Steve, it's Amnesia. We got these switches fucking working. Let's go.
Help her. Find a way.
I'm helping her. I'm finding a way. Now, 10 to 1, those switches have probably opened up the doors next to Agrippa.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
I think you're just empty threats, bud. I get the feeling anyway. I want to get in there. So many different doorways and paths.
Dad, good to see you.
Hey, man.
You got the doors open? Good to go. I knew you could.
Fuck you. Right. Since we know the chancel is pretty much a dead end at this present moment, let's see what's down these lovely paths. Transept. We still want to find this Johann Vaya thing for, you know, Agrippa back there as well. Oh dear. This looks like boss fight death chamber. Let's stick to the shadows.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one, prepare him.
God, Alexander's a psycho. Whoa, what are you getting terrified by, bud? Oh, it's the happiness chamber! Yay! Anything of use? Oh! The rapist hanged upside down, his tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. Oh, okay. Ow! A piece of orb. It's like a piece of heart, only a lot more foreboding and terrifying, I'd imagine. Come on, Daniel. Look, we like candles. Candles. Okay.
Let me go, you brute!
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a madman! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
We are the monsters. At least as far as I can tell. Another happiness room.
Please! Do anything! Whatever you want! Anything! Do anything! I'm innocent!
Yeah. The Arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the Arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. Oh, really? This place is fucked. And past the torso bags, we have another piece of orb. Oh, I think our sanity's about ready to break again. Let's get out of there. Hey dude, how's it hanging? Any orb? Nope. Bugs on my vision. They're off. Right. I'll save my fuel for a little while. Another happiness room that is distorting my brain. What's the story behind this then? The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Jesus Christ, man. I know, you don't like it in here, I get it. No, that just makes horrible sounds and damages my brain, so... It's another piece of orb. I'd imagine we probably can't stick these together until we figure out how they work. Is this Alexander? Whatever. Why? String. Notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Frankly, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence when their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are, therefore, to restrain while the victim is still dazed. Proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then to continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is I can't speak today. The human mind is extremely efficient, as it will trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses, if possible, with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, and then strike again. As the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that you will be all for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. So I must have drank this amnesia drink to try and forget what I had done. What's this? Is it you, my love? Is it you, my love, I miss the most? Or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountaintop. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. Still haven't found anything for Agrippa. Okay. I think we are done in this section, and we'll try the opposing section. That's the way out. Now, if I remember right, the orb has different coloured pieces and they keep changing, and somehow Daniel just managed to make it click. That's past Daniel, not present day Daniel. Present day Daniel still doesn't know and somehow craves a sandwich. Let's not just dive in, eh? That's that'll be death down there. Okay. Oh, part of me's tempted. Let's just go for it. Watch your step. Yeah, I deserve that. So does Daniel, the dumbass. I'm alive! And I'm back here in the dark. Because I like being in the dark. It's not scary. It doesn't alter my brain. It doesn't make me want to see bugs. It doesn't make me sound a bit crackly. Hey up, Agrippa. Sup, my friend? I have string. No.
You seem to have found all the orb pieces used in the transfer. Go to the choir and find the rest.
Is there a thing to use this on in here? There is. A candle. What's the note say? Agrippa channels Via. Via taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reasons for my effort, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is, and has been for centuries, my only link to the worlds beyond. Via claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Via told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and tampter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile grind for the sort. I shall be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tampter, on the other hand, will be proved more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Kernk. I will have to address Via with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. That's what's in the well. Right. In court, the Order of the Black Eagles spew their politics at each other whilst I sit quietly in place, woefully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and same Alexander who's helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. I'm meant to be sympathetic to him, because I'm not. I really can't be. I'm sorry. Right. String. Oh, hang on. Does this go with this? No. Oh, okay. I need to talk to Veer before I go in there.
Ah, you again. Incredible. You found Vire's recipe. Then there might still be a chance.
Yeah, tell me, bro.
Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate then. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic Vire describes. And do so before you assemble the ore. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the ore, you won't be able to save me.
Okay, so this is the point of no return. Jesus. Right.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
Plenty of time. See, I'd have thought there'd be something to do with this to get that meat. Maybe I need to find a bucket or something. Use the meat.
Good to see. You're a good boy, Daniel.
Right then, let's go down this way. Choir. Right. Before we go too far into the choir, I think we'll cut the episode here, and I shall see you next time. So, hopefully, the final episode of Amnesia should be following. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!